impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant, I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Hello, my darlings. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Banksy Style live show. So, what are we doing tonight, kids? Well, first of all, a little bit of housekeeping, as they would say. I did a couple of lives today on Hafez Reflex. If you don't know about it, go and check it out. One live was from central London. Well, they were all from central London, but one was from kind of walking down from Regent Street to Piccadilly. Regent Street to Parliament Square, and then this was with the Freedom March, and then we went and covered, me and Lewis covered the anti-abortion rally that was being held there, March for Life or something. Which was nice, actually. It was good that they had a fair, decent amount of people show up. And there was also a counter-protest by the pro-abortion feminist types, which I really wanted to go and ask them some questions. But Lewis didn't, he just, I don't know, I shouldn't listen to him. I should have just gone to the feminist side. That would have been some juicy conversations, I think, with those people. They were really racinated. They were really hyped up, and they were bound to say some outrageous shite. So, didn't get that chance, to miss that opportunity. Then we went to Kensington High Street, where we covered the Israelis counter-protesting, or celebrating, really, in front of the Israeli, oh my God, my brain is shutting down, in front of the Israeli embassy. Where the Palestinians wanted to be in front of the embassy, they were forced, because of the counter-protesters, not to be in front of the embassy, and they had to be further down the road. I'm sure that pissed them off somewhat, because the last time they were there, they were chucking sticks and all sorts of things at the embassy, and they couldn't do that this time. The embassy was being essentially protected by Israelis. Israeli supporters, previous Iranian Shah kind of supporters, anti-current Iranian regime supporters, British people, of course, with British Union flags. And yeah, ironically, you could see evidently the Union flag, the Iranian flag, the LGBT flag, actually, and of course the Israeli flag at the Israeli protesters, whilst you would have struggled to find a Union flag over at the Palestinian side. Although I didn't really get a lot of chance to be over there to talk to them. It's very difficult. They keep us very, very separated. So it's really difficult to get over to the other side and try to ask some questions. It's a tough situation. It's very, very, us against them type of a scenario. So you can't really be just neutral and just simply float between the two parties, which is a shame. I actually enjoy talking to the oppositions more than I actually do being in some sort of echo chamber. But it is what it is. Let us see what we have here. The private chat is empty, of course, but I'm just going to post the chat, the panel. Just open the panel up straight away. I'm not really... Paste. Yeah, let's just open the panel up, guys, right away, because we want to bring in the chatters. Anyone who wants to chat. Lady Babs, hello, my lovely Babs. I hope you're well. Oh, by the way, Roman, six King. Hello, sir, madam, whoever. Babs, love you, Babs. Hope you're well. Hope you're keeping well. The Chris, CFC mate, how you doing? Good to see you again. Good to see you. Enoch, is it Enoch? I think I'm gonna go with Enoch. Are you supposed to be frozen on the screen? Yes, this is just an image. I do apologize. This is not actually me live. This is just an image. If you wanted to see who I look like, the way I look like right now, I think it would only be available on OnlyFans, this particular image, because I am butt naked, lying on my bed. So yeah, you're gonna have to pay top dollar to see this hunk of meat on cam. It would be, shall we say, not safe for work or safe for YouTube. So you either get that or you get this. It's entirely up to you. I'd rather have this because it's at least some sort of an image that appears as if I'm online, making an attempt at trying to chat with you guys. You can have that as well. There you go. There's more patriotic version. I have to admit they are a bit low res. I have to try to maybe take these photos at a better resolution so it looks a bit better on these screens. But there's the link for. Let me see. I can't actually put the link. I can highlight it, but I can't actually put it as a pinned comment until I get to my studio over here. I believe the YouTube's gods only allow it like this. So let me see if I can pin that bad boy for you guys, if anyone is interested in jumping on and having a chit-chatty tonight. If you feel like a chat, come on up, and if you think you're odd enough, come and have a go if you think you're odd enough. Fun with Dirt, big up Fun with Dirt. Come up and show some nip. They will only be available on my OF account, not YouTube. You're going to have to pay top dollars, Omar. You're going to have to pay top dollars, mate. It's not free. Nobody gets to see these nips for free. Okay, some serious. These nips are not made for walking. Yes, these nips are not for free, baby. These nips cost lucrative amounts of money. So yeah. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we talking about, boys and girls? To be honest with you, I really didn't have a topic as such. I just made a bunch of little clips. Now, admittedly, I had made these before, like this.
And 50 seconds.
Are you doubting me? What the fuck can you not see? Freddy coming out the cut and now you're dead, I guess.
And made these little intro things for my YouTube for the StreamYard. But I just wanted to like do a stream just to see how they look like. To be perfectly honest, that's top motivation right there for the stream. No topics in mind as such. Although I did put in Trump is going to win 2024. The 2024 presidential election in America. And if you wish to change my mind, feel free to come up and change my mind. I am extremely confident that our great Lord and Savior, Donald Trump, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the tyrannosaur riding Lord and King, was it, what do they call him? The King Lord or something? Lord King Trump. He will ride on that tyrannosaur into the White Office come January 6th next year. Banksy has Babs on his off. What? So that's what we're counting on. Big up my man Omar. Let me just make sure. Are you Omar? Are you the man, the myth,
Yes.
the legend?
Yes.
Good man. How are you, Omar? How is life?
I'm pretty good. I mean, had a little rough last week, but I got through it. I mean, it was a little bit of a setback, but made the best of it. How are
Good
you?
man. How? What were you? Were you sort of cold or?
Oh no! I'll tell you backstage. On
All right. Don't worry.
But
We're private.
yeah.
DM me.
I've been looking for a bike a lot recently. That's been a lot of fun. I've been trying to talk people down in price. That's been a lot of fun.
Motorbike.
Banksy.
Hello,
Oh, no.
CFC, Chris. Sorry, hold on just 1 second,
Sorry.
Chris. Sorry, what was it? Motorbike or bicycle?
Oh, mountain bike hybrid.
Good man. Okay, we have Chris on the panel. He's been around. He's been on here before. He's a fellow Brit.
Just a quick view, right? I don't think America, they've made that mistake with Trump once, yeah? All the connections and the bridges America have built, yeah, for decades, he nearly, single-handedly, fucked all them up. He literally was taken out of power. He's been impeached, right? He because of what's it called? Because of what's it called when you kind of
Communism.
you get off a court case because of like procedure, basically like he was lucky, because of
Technicality. He got off on
that's the word.
technicality.
Yeah, because of a technicality, he got off his charges, right? So he's luckily he's actually not even in prison right now, let alone And that woman, right? She's made a lot of she's made a big impact already, man.
Which woman? Harris, you mean?
Yeah, they've had a black president, so I can easily see a woman.
Oh,
Do you know that Kamala Harris, or Kamala Harris, as some people want to insist to call her, she's never won an election. She's
Not even her
never
state.
won an election for anything that she's ever done.
she's never done anything.
Yeah, but what I mean is every time she's gone up for anything that required her to be elected by the
True.
people, she has never won.
Yes, she pretty
Everything-
much got in power by blowing
when
people.
she was deputy
Yeah.
president, right? She was that's not an elected role. That's just
No,
the president.
that's an appointed role. A deputy. Deputy is not deputy, is it? It's vice president.
Yeah. So what the president gives up the vice president job, right?
Yes, the president selects the vice president.
Yeah.
She has
There's-
never been elected for anything.
There she is, Hafez.
Yeah, I know, and that's a beautiful collage of
Politicians.
all the politicians who are essentially culturally appropriating some other shit.
Do Do you know what?
That
you know
is
what
beautiful.
Trump was saying, that if he was president, because he was getting on with Putin and all that shit, a war in Ukraine would never have happened and all this shit, man.
Well, wouldn't that be a good thing?
Maybe, but you can't say, oh, you got to vote me as fucking president, because of war. He might have maybe been able to have stopped it, because he was the only American president to kind of, be seen hugging like the Russian president, right? But like, to show a friendship force, but you can't really say, "Oh, vote me and I'll stop war."
But what do you know about his opponent, Kamala Harris? Now, Hillary Clinton was one of the Clintons. I mean, she had massive name recognition. Her husband was the president. She was first lady for 8 years. She had massive name recognition. She had a massive. She was actually elected as senator. She was secretary of the state. She had actually won elections, and yet she still lost to Donald Trump. What do you know about Kamala Harris that you think is going to give her the edge over Trump? Crickets? Oh, we lost Chris. Sorry, Chris.
Oh.
It's okay. It might have been a connection issue.
I'll tell you what
hopefully
Kamala
he'll come
Harris
back.
has that she's going to have the edge over Trump. Okay, well, they basically are in control of the election booths, the ballots. Who controls the election booths control the election. Those who control the post office control the election. The mail-in ballots are going to start disappearing, and then they're going to have mass amounts of ballots just turning up places. The fact that they turned off the election and stopped it at 2:00 in the morning and threw out all the Republican viewers so they could bring in, trunks full of votes. That's probably going to happen again with the police throwing the Republican observers out. So, I mean, and then anybody that says anything is going to be called some sort of Russian asset. They're already doing that now with Tim Pool. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, Tim Pool, yeah, I know. It's that whole story. Tim Pool had nothing to do with that, really. It's all about Lauren Chen. But you're right. I believe that this is what's going to happen if Kamala actually wins in November.
So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause.
I feel that. That's okay. We've got someone in the back chat. I'm going to introduce him. He is Buddha Bing. I love Buddha. He's a good man. So here's his little intro.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
Hello, Buddha. How are you, sir?
Hello.
Salute, fight the power. Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed your intro. I'm making a bold claim here. Trump's going to win 2024. Change my mind.
You change your mind. Do you know what? It's like Usyk Fury, innit? It's a difficult one. You see the thing, if it was anyone else but Kamala Harris, if it was Biden, it would have been a full-blown conclusion. Do you get what I'm saying? Trump all the way. But with Kamala now, you see the thing is, it's a double whammy, because what do you think is going to happen with Trump and the criminal conviction? Do you think he'll see jail time, or
no? Those are all being dropped. The one that was the most worrying was the FBI, the actual Department of Justice one, where the FBI raided the Mar-a-Lago and all that, and most people were worried about that. That's already been dropped. That's gone.
No, but he's up for sentencing. Yeah, it's been postponed, right?
What, for that case or for something else? For something. No,
else.
for the New York one. The New York one, which
was it for hush money or?
Yeah, it's the hush money one is the only one that's, I think, been actually convicted. The rest have all been dropped. They've all started dropping left, right, and center because there were weak, piss weak cases that had no substantiated. It was all politically motivated. They were not actually cases. So the ones,
I mean, I've looked at this. The one that stands out the most to me is the secret, the top secret files he had. Now, if it's been thrown out, I don't know why it's been thrown out.
As far as I know, that's already gone. They collapsed. They didn't go through with that. Is that right, Omar? Omar, could you enlighten us?
What's even crazier about that event is that Joe Biden was a vice president, and he actually wasn't supposed to actually have the files that he had, but he had them when he was vice president, and he got caught. But Trump, they dropped that stuff, I'm pretty sure, because he was like allowed to have the papers and stuff like that because he was the president. But Biden was not allowed to have those papers because he was vice president. So they were stuck in the garage with his Corvette, and basically Hunter used to go in the garage all the time. So go figure what happened there.
Well, what I'm saying is that it's not even like a new thing. All ex-presidents have some degree of papers or documents that they take with them or they've taken with them after they finish. And as I said, and as Omar, you just said, vice presidents who are not even allowed to do that, like Mr. Biden, he did. And he wasn't even allowed to, and they just let it go. They didn't even like bother to investigate him or take him up on Trump.
Too old and feeble to actually go to court.
Insane, and yet this man is still president of the United States.
So for me, I look at it like this: the question I asked is there a possibility, given that his sentencing has been postponed? Is there any chance that he might see jail time?
No, there's no way. There's no way. This is the whole thing. Even if the whole thing goes through, even if he loses the next presidential this election coming up, if he loses, then I'm not 100% sure. Omar, you are glitching, mate. Are you okay?
I think my cord actually went out here. Let me try to switch my thing to my other thing.
Yeah, your avatar is glitching.
There we go.
I mean, look at this. I feel like if he was to go to prison, they might martyr him and say, like, there's going to be civil unrest and etc.
Oh, there would be.
Yeah, there would be. Yeah. But Kamala Harris, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's a percentage of America that would be, I don't know. So what class of people do you think support Trump? Is it always the Rust Belt type working class people that support Trump? Or do you think there's a middle class that support him and an upper class that support him?
Oh, there's definitely a middle and an upper class that support him. 100%.
He's got
Where do you think he gets his funding from? Of course there are rich donors that do support him. It's just that at the moment, because they're given the political climate and how everyone who supports, or anyone who openly supports Trump is demonized, most of them just don't want to be. Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid supports Trump. He's going to vote for Trump. That's a very prominent actor. He's not like some nobody.
Ultimately, who will be better for America, Trump or Kamala? And I'm not a fan of Trump, but I have to be realistic. Yeah, Trump is the only one that can actually be better for America and also better for the world. His relationship with Russia, with Putin, all that kind of stuff. Maybe he can squash that shit over there. Do you understand? Even with the Middle East conflict, he's already told Netanyahu. He's made it very clear to Netanyahu. He needs to slow the fuck down. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, so I feel like Trump is the better of two evils. Do you understand? So he's one. Yeah. What do you gain? All right, he's a prick, but he's a prick with a lot of power. So I feel like he is the most logical person to put into power.
Well, precisely. This is my whole stance. Is that look at Kamala and look at Trump. Who would you honestly think is going to truly be able to stand up and actually do something about Putin, about Xi Jinping, about the Middle East situation? These people are piss weak. The reason all of this mess is happened is because when Biden got in, Trump, Putin knew he's dealing with a piss weak president in America. America won't do shit. So I agree. Did it. He was emboldened. I mean, some people even said that the fact that Trump was kind of a madman, or at least he was painted to be some kind of madman who would literally drop nukes on people if they don't, shape up. That actually gave a pause in the minds of these other dictators. That, wait a minute, we can't be certain he won't nuke us. He's like I'm not saying he would, but we can't really be certain he wouldn't.
So I don't know if you ever heard of that munition called the mother of all bombs, Moab.
Yeah, the one they dropped actually in Iraq, I think
They didn't just drop one; they dropped several, and these are special munitions which burn up the oxygen in the atmosphere where it's being dropped. Yeah, and so anything that's alive will die. Anything.
Yeah, it just kills everything.
There's serious pieces of munitions, serious pieces of weaponry. Okay, now he's got to be the first president in my knowledge that's ever used those. Yeah, and he didn't use them in a very critical situation.
He used it on Baghdadi, apparently.
Right. So he in the caves, right? So he's using that as a kind of saber rattling, like, listen, I'm not scared to use this shit. Fuck with me and find out, innit? Like,
exactly.
That's and I feel like everybody took notice of that. And so Biden, I feel like, you know what? If Kamala Harris would have gotten in instead of Biden, it might have been different. If Hillary Clinton, of all people, would have got in, it would have been different. But due to Biden being in power, there's no way anybody else can win it other than Trump. And if anyone does win it other than Trump, then, boy, civil war.
No, well, I mean, it would be pretty bad, but I don't think it will reach civil war. It would just the Republicans will certainly, or the Trump supporters certainly would be very pissed.
When I say civil war, I mean it will break up the union. I feel like certain states will think, "Fuck this! It's not a judicial country anymore. There's no democracy here. Fuck you, what Texas is like, the one-star state. I think many states in America will go that way.
Possibly. Go ahead, Omar. Omar is actually an American. He can.
Here's a really weird fact. I mean, like, our Republicans and our Democrats both hate Trump. The moment he left the White House, the Congress was controlled by the Republicans. They actually got rid of Nancy Pelosi and replaced her with McCarthy. And he did nothing different than Nancy. He literally, when everybody was complaining that all this money was going overseas to like fund the Ukraine war and all this stuff, the Republicans actually could have stopped the whole thing, and they actually signed every article that was in front of them, and all that money, the more spending, it pretty much seems like the Republicans actually just said, okay, and they tried to blame it on the Democrats, but they're the ones that control the Congress. So they are the ones actually spending all of our money. They don't like Trump at all until he gets into power. Then they basically, lick his boots. And they're just all rhinos. It's disgusting. I think they should be both removed, both parties, because they're not for America, either party.
Exactly. And you know that Dick Cheney is encouraging people to vote for Kamala now. That's come out.
I heard that, yeah.
I heard that as well.
Because the Cheneys are rhinos, 100%, same as the McCain and most of these Republicans, these established Republicans, not like, there are some MAGA Republicans now that have entered, like Marjorie Taylor Greene and others. So there are a few MAGA Republicans, but the most Republicans, that established old school Republicans, they don't like Trump. Trump isn't part of their gang. He's not in that club. This is why the establishment hates him so much.
He's so rich and so powerful, he can't be manipulated. That's why they fear what he can do.
It's not just
they can't control him.
It's not just that they can't control him. It's that he wasn't part of the club to begin with. You see, these politicians are groomed, and they come through a certain sort of stages towards their ultimate, presidency, like Obama, like Bush's. They have all been groomed as young politicians or young people, usually poor young people. Now, admittedly, George W. Bush was a slightly different thing, but he was already part of the establishment. His father was, etc. But these people like Obama and others, they were either groomed as young poor people and were made rich, and they owed so much debt to so many people through their journey to becoming president that they had to then you know what I mean, pay those debts once they become president. So they were already groomed, or they were already part of some kind of legacy family like the Bushes, who were already part of the club.
Well, look, listen, I'm going to make a prediction, yeah? But before I make this prediction, I'm going to ask you a question. If you had your choice of anyone to be president of the United States, who would it be? That's going up to Banksy as well as the gentleman.
Omar. For me, Elon Musk.
Wow.
Straight up.
Oh, you want my answer?
Yeah, please.
Well, I would have. It would be a combination. It would be Alex Jones, Ann Coulter, and Mark Dice.
Have you lost your fucking mind? Have you lost your mind? Alex Jones.
Yeah, but you got to have one person as president. You can't have three people as president. Who would you?
Ann Coulter would be the president, and they would pretty much be the.
Oh my God, she's thick as shit. Oh my God.
She actually predicted that Trump was going to be president.
Yeah,
they all like frowned on her.
They laughed in 2016.
Only
Classic.
the uninitiated. Listen, the uninitiated laughed. The people that knew, that were in the know, knew that he was going to win. You know why? Because Alex Jones was backing him. The following Alex Jones had, he could have fucking won it. Do you know what I'm saying? But my choice would have been Jesse Ventura.
Oh, Jesse's garbage, man. Like he's a liar, and he actually he just starts trouble like the wrestling guys. Oh my God.
Yeah, so I my choice would have been Jesse Ventura because he's quite balanced. Even as a governor, he didn't come into no. When he was Minneapolis governor, he didn't come into no controversy. He done what he done in 2 terms.
I've seen grown men confront him. Like he basically like starts shit and then he runs away. Like he basically.
Well, I don't know. I feel like he caught Chris Kyle out on bare lies. Do you know what I'm saying?
I remember the Chris Kyle story.
When he's trying to do this whole American Sniper, big hero, big this, big that, and he's just chatting the most shit. But anyway,
Jesse.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, I was going to say my prediction. My prediction, funny enough, is I feel like I can see what's his name, John. What's his name? The other wrestler, John Cena. That's it, John Cena. I can see him being groomed into going into politics.
Listen, John Cena hasn't done dick. The thing is, I actually saw an interview with Jesse Ventura talking about, do you think that someone like Hulk Hogan could make it into politics? Could he grow and rise in politics? And this is when Jesse went for becoming a I don't know, mayor or whatever he was, governor of the place that he went for. Jesse said, look, Hulk Hogan, and I think similar thing to with John Cena, they haven't done anything of substance in their lives. Like Jesse Ventura, Jesse Ventura was a SEAL. It was a Navy SEAL. He's done things. He's seen shit. He's been in the deepest of shits with his fellow, SEALs.
But let me make the comparison though, Banksy. Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't even born in America. He hasn't been in the military, and guess what? He became the governor of California. Yeah.
I mean, look, I think there's a big difference between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Hulk Hogan, for example. I rate Schwarzenegger much higher in his mind, when it comes to his mind, when it comes to his tenacity, when it comes to his ambitions and what he wants to go for. Arnie is in a different category to Hulk.
100%, I agree. But look at this. You're laughing about Hulk Hogan going into politics, but here he is in politics endorsing Trump.
No. He's not in politics. He's not more in politics than Jay-Z and Beyonce when they endorse whichever politician they want. Do you think Megan Thee Stallions, is she in politics now?
Who?
Megan Stallion.
Who the fuck is that?
Megan Thee Stallion, the girl who sang with Cardi B. She's a rapping woman.
Listen,
she sang WAP with Cardi B.
I don't listen to that kind of music. So
I see.
But the point I was trying to make is this: like, of all people, you've got Hulk Hogan. Remember, these Hogan and Trump go back many years, right? Now, he's promoting a beer now, so he's got his own beer called Real American or some shit. Now he's scratching Trump's back. Trump in turn, you don't think he's gonna scratch his back? Now, come on, man. This is how politics works.
The fact is that worrying about Trump scratching Hulk Hogan's back is the least of our problems. Believe it or not.
No. I'm just saying this is why I see Cena being groomed, because he's got certain qualities. He speaks Mandarin. He's very articulate. He's one of those guys that you can't really find a lot of shit on him. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is why I feel like he's being groomed to get into politics.
The thing is, I don't think that John Cena has. I don't think he has. First of all, the brains. Second of all, I don't think he has the spine and the testicular fortitude to be able to handle politics. I genuinely don't. I think he's not. He's not of that ilk.
Remember what I said. He's being groomed.
Right? Maybe.
Exactly what you said. He doesn't have the brains. Doesn't have the tenacity, like you said. But guess what? He's likable by the public. He can be used and abused and manipulated to do the biddings of other people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Possibly. Let me. Sorry, Buddha. Just let me 1 second. Let me bring in RW. I don't really know who RW is, and I'd just like to get a little intro from him. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. I'm not really sure. Have we conversed before? Or have we been on panels together?
Smoke Steve's pub.
That's what it is. I was like, seems familiar, but I don't know how I know this man. Oh, good man. Okay, hold on, sir. Before you come in. Okay, and we have
so much to me. That was nice.
Hello.
Nice to see you, sir. How's things? How's Smoke, Steve, and the gang? How are they doing? I haven't spoken to them for a while.
They're pretty good. Their pub starts in about a half hour, so I saw.
I
saw you were live. I saw Sesame Street happening, and I saw the topic, and I thought I'd say hello. Did you guys talk about like the media machine, and you even have the aspect of Trump having all of this backing by all of the patriotic Americans, but at the same time you have the media machine that's gaslighting at full speed. I mean, that counter effect. Do you think that counter effect has a lot more sway than we think it does? Like, even though they're speaking pure lies, in my opinion.
Look, okay, I'm going to go first and then let the other guys in. My opinion is that Trump had tremendous momentum when after the assassination attempt. He was practically a Superman at that point, and I don't think they capitalized on that well. When the Democrats pivoted from Biden to Kamala, they kind of took the what's it called? They took the steam, the fire out of Trump's momentum, and they kind of, you know what I mean? They seem to have stifled that momentum a little bit. At least that's what it appears, or at least certainly that's what the mainstream media wants us to think. They say a week in politics is a very long time, let alone 2-3 months that we have until, actually, where are we in? We're in September, October, November. Yeah, we've got like 3 months, best part of 2-3 months by the time the election. So that's a long time, believe it or not, in politics. A whole lot of things could happen.
Especially post-COVID.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I think that the Trump team kind of slightly squandered their momentum after the assassination attempt. I think they should have really capitalized on that and really hammered that like home all the time. I was assassinated by these people, and point the finger at the Democrats. And you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. They can say slander, but they do that all the time to Trump. They call him a Nazi 24/7. So why can't he point the finger and say it was these people who encouraged a madman to try to assassinate me? These are the types of people that you want to run this country, the ones who want to assassinate their political opponents, and they call me the Hitler. You know what I mean? He should have worked on that, but I don't think they did.
I disagree. I think, bearing in mind the actions that happened before when they stormed the Senate building, was it? Which building was it that they stormed?
The Capitol at January 6th, you mean?
So, yeah. So given what happened there, now we've got somebody who is got a lot of support, okay, fanatical support God forbid, imagine Tommy Robinson got assassinated. Could you imagine how the country would
Steve?
go fucking... Sorry, one moment, my friend. Could you imagine how England will go mental? Like they went mental over a certain amount of posts on Twitter and Telegram. So imagine if they saw it in real time, their leader getting assassinated, they would lose their shit. Now imagine Trump turned around and said, "You know what? They tried to kill me. It's them." Could you imagine the Capitol building times 10? So I feel like whoever was advising him done the right thing by saying, "Listen, don't make this. Don't make. Let's not have another Capitol building type of turn." You with me?
Another January 6th thing. I don't know. But Omar, go ahead.
Okay, I know people that were actually at January 6th. They were reporting for their channels, and they actually had trailers outside of where it was happening. Everything that happened at January 6th was allowed to happen. They had federal officers encouraging people inside the crowds. They had Antifa dressed up as Trump people walking in there. They were the ones that were actually doing the bad things. And the only bad thing that really happened on there was a Trump supporter was shot dead by a police officer, and that he's never been charged. So I mean, like she was a veteran that got shot because they allowed people to go into the buildings, and they never even like warned people. They basically just started shooting. So I mean, like we actually had what happened there was pretty much Trump told people to go there and be peaceful, and then they allowed everybody to go in, and then they pretty much started charging people like months later. And it was kind of like people saw what was happening, that it was all being set up and stuff, and people were like, don't go. And the elderly people who basically don't have like, you know, their news on the grapevine, they actually went, they were encouraged to go inside. Actually, they showed them opening the door, helping the people inside. And, you know, everybody's in jail now all of a sudden, except for the people, what was his name? That one guy, Ray Epps. He was encouraging everybody to go inside. He got nothing. And everybody was calling him a Fed. So I mean, like,
nothing's extreme.
Well, they showed him.
He did get a little bit.
He should. What did he get? A month probation.
He got a very small slap on the wrist, but he did get a little bit.
Less than anybody, and he was a major contributor to like telling everybody to go inside there. Everybody
I think the reason they finally had to give Ray Epps something was because his name was so popularized, and he kind of essentially went viral.
The news defended him, though, Fez. They defended him, the news. That was
the
weirdest thing. He was the only
one. They were like,
this
poor man has done nothing wrong. You should all just leave him alone. I saw those sort of meetings, those news covers where they were talking about, oh, Mr. Ray Epps has done nothing wrong. You should all just leave. But because there was just so much footage.
He was actually sentenced to probation, so he got nothing.
Yeah. But what I mean is, he even got that because of so much. There was so much spotlight on him. If it wasn't for the spotlight that people shined on him, they wanted to just just sort of disappear, get rid of him, like just let him walk away, because he's an agent. Of course, he's an asset. He was just an asset that was being used in that whole process.
I have a question for you, Banksy. Earlier you were talking about how the Republican Party didn't drive home the assassination attempt strong enough, but I do see Trump's campaign doing, instead of saying things, instead of pushing saying points, it looks like they're bringing really iconic people into the group that's making a lot more noise than saying anything could, like, bringing RFK in for the health medical side, or
that's excellent.
Saying they're going to bring Elon Musk, right, to change the fraud spending. That's very powerful statements.
They were going to start a commission for what was it? The commission of governmental spending or efficiency, some kind of efficiency board, or a department for efficiency, to make sure everything's being spent, all the money's being spent in an efficient way instead of wasting and all that. To be honest with you, I know I don't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to say it on Twitter. I didn't actually say it when I saw that post. They're going to assassinate Elon Musk if he does that. If Trump brings that commission, that department of efficiency, they will literally assassinate them, because there is no way.
He's gonna bring out. He said he's going to release a list too, so they're stepping on so many toes right now.
Yeah, there's no way. You know how much money is squandered, and they wash it away and sort of launder it through inefficiency, or oh yeah, we didn't know about the Christ. At the time of, I think it was 9/11, there was a report where the Pentagon couldn't account for something like $21 million. They didn't know where it was, or it was 20 or 30 million dollars. It was some number. Yeah, but what I mean is they literally didn't know where it was. It's like, we don't know where we put this money.
Oh well.
It's like, are you joking me? That's just
in America by it.
Yeah. And this happens, by the way, this happens in all governments. I'm not even saying Britain. I'm sure there's millions upon millions that these politicians squander away or give to their prospective allies. But to literally admit that we don't know where 21 million pound has gone or dollars has just disappeared, we can't account for it in the books. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I have a question for you, Banksy, about Elon Musk. Like, do you think that he's a failure of a father, being that his son actually went the other way?
What happened? Is his son
trans?
Is he trans?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I can't.
That's quite a statement.
I can't say that's failure as a father. Unfortunately, if your son turns gay or if your son is trans or whatever, if he's genuine, I'm not saying somebody talked them into it.
Back up. Whose son? Elon's son.
Elon's, apparently.
Is that the one that's called 2.0 or some shit?
No, that's the newest one that was just born. That's called like XAEA-X double YY.
If you're setting up your child to fail by calling them a fucking hashtag, then boy, what'd you expect?
That's actually a lab experimental number. I think that's what the gate is.
Is that an actual name though, or is it?
He's like XAEA-XAII.
That can't be right.
Yeah, I'm reading it right off his 12 children's names.
Holy shit! He has 12 children.
12 children with 3 mothers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have a counter question for that.
Okay.
All right, so you're saying, is it the father's failure? If he set him up in a woke environment and that child moved in that direction and was supported, and then he made that decision, but then Elon's saying, "I've lost my son is dead." Did he learn from that experience, or was he not actually aware of that experience happening? That would be. How do you reflect on that?
Look, my take on Elon Musk as a whole is not that this guy is actually a genius. There's a guy on YouTube called Thunderfoot. He has literally devoted a massive portion of his channel to destroying Elon Musk and his claims.
Especially the loop, the what's it called?
The Hyperloop and the robot. But don't get me wrong, Thunderfoot has been wrong. Like, for example, he trashed the robot for a long time, and then suddenly, because of after a year they hadn't made that much progress, but then suddenly they just leaped massively with that robot development, and that robot is now walking around autonomously. So it is true that certain technological advances don't just happen gradually. Sometimes you get stuck, you hit a wall for ages, and then suddenly you make massive leaps once you get over that particular wall that you've hit. So progress can be quite rapid. And sometimes stagnant for ages. So it's not necessarily a linear growth. But yes, Thunderfoot has exposed a lot of the BS that Elon Musk says. He says a lot of crap and he doesn't deliver. Supposedly autonomous cars were supposed to be available on the roads in like 2019, 2020. And here we are in 2024 and he's barely still managed to get although I have seen his cars, the summoning aspect of it, where you stand somewhere and you call the car and the car comes to you, that is working now quite well. I saw that.
I still wouldn't jump in that. I wouldn't.
I still wouldn't. I wouldn't let the fucking thing drive me without me being in front of the, with the human hands on the wheel.
Right,
absolutely.
On a Friday night after 2 bottles of vodka and a kebab, you'd let anyone fucking drive you, don't you?
At that point in time, it might be a better choice. So you have a point there.
Big up, Welshie. Okay, hold on. I have to do this for Welsh. We have a living legend on the panel now, Mr. Based Welshman. He has been arrested many a times, but he still keeps on going. How's it going, man?
I haven't
Good on
been
you, Wellspring.
convicted. I haven't been convicted. That's the main thing. Yeah, all civil disobedience mainly.
He has been in several jail cells, and I confirm, or I can neither confirm nor deny he has picked up soaps sometimes.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, let's just put it like this. I got arrested twice walking my dog during COVID. So, I know. I got arrested once for technically twice.
What
Do you
the
have a
audience
favorite
really,
kind of prison soap?
yeah, exactly. Is it a soap on a rope, or do you just go, play it loose and fast?
I've never been to prison. I've just been to police cells.
Oh, okay. Misconception, my bad.
Good evening, all. How is everyone?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. It's been a while, mate. It's been a while.
Yeah.
By the way, I would like to introduce you. I don't know if you know Omar. Omar is a great guy from the United States. He's got a channel called Fun with Dirt.
Nice to meet you.
He goes and explores with a metal detector all around different places and digs crazy things up. And of course, Buddha Bing from the G Block. Big up to G Block. Leftist cuckold G Block.
Hey, shut your fucking nose, bro. How about fucking leftist cuckold? You're the right fucking bollock. Don't try it, man.
But yeah, Buddha. Obviously, you know Buddha.
I know RW as well.
And RW from
man.
Smoker Steve. Yes, we got like an eclectic group of people from all the different the streams that I jump on and the fuckeries that I do on the internet.
Yeah, Veli's clickbait titles, they're so cringe. You just like wait for it, the next one to come in. It's like, what clickbait title is it going to be today?
I will sum up Veli's channel in this.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm...
That is Veli's channel.
100%. 100%. Yeah, and what about it? What? Why don't you play some Punjabi music and do a little dance for us, man? Come on, man.
The funny thing, it's so racist, the channel, yet they claim they're fighting racism.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to sum up this channel, this is the way I see my channel.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
And get into the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
I don't see how the channel's racist. Like that's crazy. That's a crazy statement to make still.
Yeah, but what I mean by that is they scream about this this infamous far right that it doesn't exist the way they think it does, and they call people that are definitely civic nationalists. They 100% call them basically Nazis, and while doing all that, they're very racist. Their panel members can be very racist, and it just gets unheard and gets unchallenged.
No, I disagree. You'd have to show me an instance where somebody's been racist.
Fucking hell. Just listen for about half hour.
Okay, listen.
Are you kidding me? The way Nanitha and Lady Divine go after Jupiter. If you can't see the racism in their behavior and in their tone, then I don't know what to say. I mean, I love both Nanitha and Lady Divine, but yeah, they.
Wait. Because you're making accusations about people I've got love and respect for, right? So have they actually called what's her name? Jupiter a white this or a white that or a honky this or a honky that? Have you ever heard any of that come out of their mouths?
Look, I've seen a lot of racial, if you like, epithets or generally racialized sort of way that they approach her. They're not. I mean, you're right. Nobody. But then I've never heard Jupiter call Lady Divine or Nanitha N-word or anything racial that way.
Stop. So you're telling me you've never heard Jupiter use the N-word?
No. I said I've never heard Jupiter say the N-word towards Nanitha or Lady Divine, and yet they still claim she's a racist.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying. Has she or has she not used the N-word? That's a yes or no answer.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I mean, it's she has because it's evidential.
Sorry, one moment, my friends, one moment. So that's a yes. You've heard Jupiter use the N word. Okay, now.
But using the N word doesn't make you a racist.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyway,
it doesn't. That's not an indicator of racism.
Part of their music.
Wait. So now let's compare and contrive with Nine Ether and Lady Divine. Have you heard either of those two use a racist terminology towards anyone?
Yeah, towards scientific method. They called him a curry muncher. Yes, they did on Nanitha's channel, and then Miss Lady Divine said, "Well, I make curries too." So she tried to flip it because she realized she just used the racialized term or a bigoted type of term because we know how we refer to, if you want to refer to an Indian person in a bad way, we would usually call those things.
Yeah, thanks. Wow. Can I just give some context here? So Jupiter is a white English lady. And the man she's married to is called Hector, and I can't
from Nigeria.
From Nigeria, he's as black as black, right? He's a really nice guy. I've met the pair of them, and she gets called out being racist all the time. But
that's what I mean.
She's married and had about 3 kids, I think, maybe something like 100%. But she's had kids.
I think 2 or 3 kids, yeah, with Hector.
25 years, 35 years she's been married.
Yeah. She's been married for decades. She's married to a Nigerian man, and yet, according to the G Block's panelists, she's an absolute racist, which makes no sense to me. I mean, if you're married to a Nigerian and you're a racist person, I'm not entirely sure how you square that circle.
Okay, so can we remove the word racist and put the word prejudice? Would that help?
She can be prejudiced or bigoted towards different people, but I don't think she's prejudiced towards races people of a certain race, because how can she be married to an African man and be prejudiced towards Africans?
She can. It's possible. It's quite possible. Africans are prejudiced to other Africans. Do you not see that? I don't know. You're an intelligent guy. I don't know if you're just trying to front for Jupiter, but clearly,
but black, like you said, black people can have problems with other black people. But what white people don't do is if they're racist, is they marry a black man and then they have 3 children with that black
them. It just doesn't. It's not exactly in the KKK handbook on that one.
And spend the vast majority of their adult life together. It just doesn't really add up. That's all I'd say.
Okay, so in your mind it doesn't add up. In my mind, it completely adds up. For example, you had slave owners that were procreating with their slave stock. Yeah, that's literally how they term it. Now, you saying because they've raped a black woman, that doesn't make them racist? Crickets.
I didn't even listen to what you said. Are you insinuating that Jupiter is the slave owner?
No, I'm not saying you. No, you're making.
Because I stopped at that point. I stopped at that point.
Okay, yeah, of course you would stop at that point, because when you made the point,
it's so retarded.
It's retarded, yeah. Because when I'm countering what you're saying that you can't be racist if you're married to a black person. That's your point you're making.
I didn't say that. You said that. I just said it doesn't make sense.
What?
I said it doesn't make sense that someone
it doesn't make sense.
would marry someone, spend 25 years, 35 years of their adult, the majority of their adult life with this person, and have 3 kids or 4 kids with that person. It doesn't make sense. You said
so. Let me make it make sense to you. Let me make it make sense to you. So in the slave owner example I gave you. Here we have a person who's racist, who doesn't care for black people, yet still rapes them. So is that person
that is not people? Even remotely close to what Jupiter is, though. She married a man that she's in love with. Are you honestly putting those on the same category?
No, you're missing the point. The point I'm trying to make is, listen, the point is this. Even though you may procreate with a black person, doesn't necessarily... Just because you procreate with a black person doesn't necessarily make you a non-racist.
This is not. But this isn't procreating. This isn't rape. This is marriage and love.
No, I'm not talking about Jupiter. I'm not talking about Hector. I'm talking about the slave master and the slave. Let's just talk about that.
But we're not talking about procreation. We're talking about marriage. Did the slave master marry and love the slave woman that he raped and had children with.
I don't know if you're purposely missing the point I'm trying to make. So it's a simple equation, right? The slave master rapes the black woman. Does that make the slave master non-racist?
What's that got to do with Jupiter?
But that's what I mean. These two, you're comparing apples and baseballs.
Listen, you're comparing. I'm asking you a question about a scenario.
Okay. Based on that scenario, a slave master can rape all his slaves and still be racist. Of course.
Brilliant. Thank you. So that being the case, right? Can somebody marry someone and not be and still be racist?
So you are comparing
towards the people. No. Hold on. Someone can marry someone and still be racist towards. But are you saying that they could be racist towards the very race of the person they married?
Let's use ethnicity. So the very ethnicity.
Yeah.
In some circumstances they can, yes. But I'm saying, can they? Let's say Jamaicans, for example, can they marry a Nigerian and be prejudiced towards Jamaicans?
But you're now comparing different people from different countries. They're not race. They're not a race.
Yeah, ethnicities. I said, yeah. So. Can you marry a Nigerian and still be racist towards? Okay, I mean, I'll give you this. Can a Scottish person marry an English person but still hate the English? Yes.
On that level, yes. But can a Scottish person marry a German, or not German, sorry, marry a let's say Indian and still hate Indians?
Yes.
I disagree on that one. I don't think they can.
And I think you might notice, just like the Welsh and the English, the Scottish and the English, is that we do hate each other.
I think Trump's Scottish.
But when the shit,
when
the shit hits the fan, we're united, and like we only sort of hate each other for certain days, and matches of the year.
Look, I know Iranians.
Can you hear him? Can you hear him clearly? Like he sounds a bit low to me.
Yeah, he's kind of crackling a little bit, but based you are breaking up on us, and your volume's gone really down.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Try to talk more into the phone or whatever it is. But what I'm trying to say is, yes, I can believe, because literally I can give you the example of Iran. There are Iranians who hate other Iranians from different parts of Iran.
Exactly.
But it is inter-nation, sort of dislike for each other.
Like
but they
versus
are not
Shiite.
racist towards each other. They are just, they've got society or country, conflicts.
So the example,
tribal conflicts, if you will.
Let me give you the example. The best example I can give you is someone like Candace Owens, right? Now, I feel like Candace Owens has come out in recent years and, proclaimed her blackness and all the rest of it. But prior to that, she would be classed as a black hater, even though she's black herself. You with me? Even to the point where
just hold your thought for 1 second. Based, your phone is crackling like crazy. It's driving me nuts. I'm going to mute you for a second. Do you want to sort yourself out and then come back? Thanks. Okay, Buddha, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was like giving an example of Candace Owens. So she was a person that in the beginning it was quite clear for us to see that she had issues with her own ethnicity, to the point she even married a white guy and had children with the white dude. And even today there's still some simmerings about she's got self-hatred. You understand? She hates black people. And so that's an example of a person being black and still being racist towards other black people. So did you get my point? It is quite possible.
But I don't. That's the thing. I don't accept your assessment of Candace Owens. I don't think Candace Owens is racist towards black people. I think Candace Owens is simply calling out the bad behaviors of the African American and the fact that they complain about things that is mostly of their own doing, isn't this systemic systems of oppression or whatever the hell they want to make it out to be. I think Candace Owens was just being honest about the African American population in America.
So like I said, she's cleaned up her act. She's become more religious in the past few years, and she's more open to black heritage and all the rest of it, and communicating with black people. But I'm saying in the beginning, when she first became prolific, her rhetoric was terrible. Like, I don't know if you remember it. It was like, fucking hell. Like any woman, especially black women, she had an issue. Fuck me, like,
dude, I hear that all the time. Me and Omar actually come from a guy who runs a channel called Chaotic Truth, and he is prolific. He calls himself the Black Whisperer, or the N-word whisperer, but he is prolific at going balls deep on black people and the black communities, the Pookies and the Ray Rays, as they put it. So no, Candace Owens is actually not an exception in this category. She became famous because of it, but I've seen
infamous.
it.
I'm not about
Well,
famous,
she became
infamous.
infamous. But what I'm saying is, I have seen it on Chaotic Truth's panel, multiple black people who really go deep on tearing the black people in America, the ones who badly behave, the ones who are the Chicago shooter types, and all these other people who are just like just bad behaving, essentially African Americans. They call them out all the time, and really far more harshly than Candace Owens I had ever went in. I mean, Black Lives Matter gets torn to shreds constantly on that panel. You should check it out.
Yeah, but fuck Black Lives Matter, man. No one cares about Black Lives Matter. Like, no, well, certain people did in the beginning, but I wasn't one of them. Do you get me? So I've never.
Yeah. But what I mean is that's like one of the examples of the type of things they do. So in the recent months and years that I've been following, like Chaotic Truth, I've realized there's a lot more Candace Owens type black people in America than Candace. She's not like a unique phenomena there. It's just that she became, as you said, very famous or infamous.
So, like I'm saying, right? So the point I'm making is, Jupiter has been heard on several occasions using the N-word, calling people the N-word, calling people monkeys, calling people black bastards, all of this kind of stuff, yeah? And I've yet to hear Nynaeve or Lady Divine use any racial slurs towards anyone. So that's the point.
Well, I mean, I can literally show you Lady Nynaeve's panel or her show when she was really pissed at Scientific Method, if you know, I mean, you know who I'm talking about. And because he kicked them off the panel or whatever. Anyway, they lost their collective shit. And yes, Lady Divine called him a curry muncher. And then she tried to justify, well, I make goat curry myself, so I'm a curry eater. And I was like, love, we know what that is. You're not fucking fooling anyone. But it's just maybe she just let the mask slip for a minute there, and it was kind of like one of those moments.
Is that a racial slur? Would you say curry munch is a racial slur?
The thing is, a racial slur is whatever people take offense to. I mean,
true.
In America they call pachyosaurs the P word, which in Britain people lose their collective shit over.
Oh my god! Oh,
it's
my
in
god.
a movie.
Banksy. I got to tell you this. I heard the funniest shit today. There was a protest in Glasgow. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a protest in Glasgow about immigration or some shit, right? And there was this old Scottish woman who was in the front row of the thing, and she's going, I don't want any Pakistanis here. Pakistanis aren't welcome. I'm like, oh my god, Pakistanis.
There you go.
I have heard it now. I've heard it all now. A Palestini.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. But what I mean is,
I'm thinking of getting that tattooed. Like,
but that could become the P word or the N word in Britain at some point. Palestinians, or I mean, right now a lot of people call Muslimics or Mohammedans. These are kind of in their own way slurs.
But I think Mohammedan is an actual term. No, I think Mohammedans. Do you know who Mohammedans are? Do you know that the guy that died in the toilet, that prophet guy? There's a sect of Islam that believed that this guy was a prophet, and he died on a toilet. And I think that sect, similar to Elvis, yeah. So it's like that sect. I think that they call Mohammedans or Mohammedans.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, it's nothing to do with Nation of Islam then.
No, it's not. No. These guys had the biggest mosque in Europe, in England.
No. All right, I don't know. I don't know which.
What are they called, man? Where's Gang? Gang will know. Is he there?
Gang? I don't see him.
Gang. Gang knowledge.
Gang. I don't see.
Tell me some of the sects in Islam. Not Shia, not Sunni. Some of the
Well-
British ones. The British actually set it up.
Oh, the
in
British ones.
In its genesis, it was the British.
There you go.
my
That's he's written something. That's on. Oh, not that.
God.
That's
Ahmadiyas,
Ahmadiyya.
it. Thank you.
Ahmadiyya,
Yeah,
not
Ahmadiyas.
Mohammedans. It's Ahmadiyya.
But I think the Ahmadiyas are referred to as Mohammedans or Mohammedans or so. Listen, I feel like it's a terminology that is actually used somewhere. So I've heard it
Well, I
before.
mean, I've heard it obviously through the Christians who essentially refer to, and
no, I
other
hear
people
what
who
you're saying,
criticize
James.
Islam.
I hear what you're saying. But
Yeah,
I've heard
basically,
it
Mohammedans we would call an Islamic.
Exactly, like those fanatical terrorist types, ISIS types. They call them Mohammedans because they are worshipping, or they try to indicate that they're practically worshipping Muhammad. So yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is this is like the evolution of a slur. It'll start off as something innocuous. I mean, initially, Pakistani was just a person from Pakistan. It was just shortened to the term that is considered a slur now, and yet it was just a reference to that person's origin. It's like saying an Irani. It's really just an indicator of where they're from. But what I'm saying is one man's insult.
Say it again. I missed that bit. What did you say?
A Pakistani, you know what was then shortened to the word that is considered a slur. Abbreviated for Pakistan, but it was.
It's not considered a slur. It is a slur.
Well,
it really is. Right?
No, I mean it's a slur. It's considered a slur by the British Pakistanis, not by other people around the world. That word is not considered. It's exactly the same with the N-word, or well, not so much the N-word. The N-word is universally, a bit more universally recognized as a slur. But the blackface thing, for example, this blackface thing, there are lots of cultures around the world where they have blackface, but it doesn't mean what the Americans made it to be. And so when the black people take offense of some white person with doing blackface, they're not doing it because of some racial crap that went on in America. They're doing it because of their own traditions in their own countries.
Yeah. So when I think it's the Blackfoot indigenous Indians of America, I think they cover half their face black. There isn't a black person in the world that's going to take offense to that because that's their tradition. What black people will take offense to when they're using performance, you know, like how they used to make us dance.
Yeah. What about dreadlocks? Because you know, black people don't get upset about that, but that's called Dutch braids, and it comes from the Vikings.
Yeah, but that's a more modern thing where they don't call it. They don't say it's offensive.
What was that about dreadlocks? I didn't quite hear.
Dreadlocks. It's a Dutch braid.
No, the dreadlocks are not a Dutch braid. If you look at the Siddhis in India by the River Ganges, they've been having dreadlocks for millennia.
Yeah,
so
but either way, I mean, lots of people have had some form of a dread, but now African Americans or Caribbeans want to claim it as cultural appropriation.
I believe it was the Vikings that started Dutch braids. I mean, by the
Dutch braids, but that's a braid.
That's
I think
what they're talking about. What they're talking about there is do you know what? That's an endless fucking spiral. Because what next? You can't eat fucking fried chicken because it's black, or you can't eat rice because it's Indian, or you can't eat noodles because
you know what I mean? You can't eat spaghetti because it's Italian, unless you're Italian.
No, what it is black people claim authority to that, and they say anyone actually copying that hair is cultural appropriation. But in reality, if we go back in history, you know, it was from the Vikings that
it was not. It was
braids.
I know you keep on saying that, but it doesn't make it.
No,
right.
I think no. But the thing is, you guys are talking about two different things.
Wait. There's mummies that have been dug up that have got fucking braids. Like you're talking about Vikings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I mean is, you guys are mixing two things as well. There's dreadlocks, which is a very different thing to braids. Braids are not dreadlocks. These are two completely different hairstyles.
If you put in Dutch braids, I believe it'll be dreadlocks. That's what they call it.
No, dreadlocks and Dutch braids are separate things. Dutch braid is when you actually braid the hair in a pattern. Yeah, like
Exactly.
cane rolls. That's that.
And
Dreadlocks are
sometimes
when
they put
you-
beads in them, things like
Yes.
that. You don't do
Right.
that with dreadlocks. Dreadlocks is a whole
No.
other thing.
Whole other thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys, okay, think of it like this way. This is how I think of it. Dutch braids or braids are the girl from the movie 10, Bo Derricks. Now, I'm old, so I remember shit like that. You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
Is that
And
when she was running on the
dreadlocks
beach?
are Bob
She was
Marley.
She was running on the beach for like
On
10
the
seconds
beach.
in the whole movie.
Exactly,
10
exactly.
seconds in the whole movie. Everyone went to watch the movie thinking it's going to be about her. She's in it for about 10 seconds.
No,
Okay,
she's in
I
it for further. No, she's in it for long. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
That's just the most famous moment in the film. No, she's in it
Yeah.
for like most of the film.
Yeah,
Because that's the love interest that what's his name? The little guy, Arthur.
was it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy who plays Arthur, but this one is called 10. But yeah.
But yeah. So you're right. So what Bob Marley had were dreadlocks, right? And so that what she had was a type of cane roll, if I remember correctly.
Yes, some kind of cane roll braids.
I can't remember what she looked like, but yeah. So there's two separate things, but each of those types of hairstyles can be traced back to Africa. There's tribes in Africa that have been doing it. Remember, African hair hasn't changed. Like it's not like been Afro and then gone to straight hair or straight hair to Afro. It's always been Afro. So we've always been able to do things with our hair that Europeans couldn't really do with their hair.
Exactly. Okay, let me give people some visual thing because some people are probably too fucking young to even know what I'm talking about. Hold on a minute. We don't need sound. Just need image.
Did you see your image, Hafez, on my thing?
Oh, did you post it?
Oh,
Sorry.
it's behind me in my background, right here.
It's not Bo Derricks.
No,
It's
you're
Grand
on my
Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. It's you.
Yeah.
As the arresting officer.
Are you kidding me?
No,
I didn't even notice.
Put me on the main screen, man. You could see yourself.
Let me hold on.
See Hafez?
Very well done. Very well
frisked her
done.
really well.
But yeah, this is Bo Derricks. That's the famous braids that she was
their braids, yeah.
with the beads and all that jazz. But yeah, no, I mean she was in the movie for more than just that moment
But
on
it's
the beach.
interesting. I'm sure Floella Benjamin was busting braids long before Bo Derek.
Just put in Sharon Davis. Just put in Sharon Davis. Don't worry about her. Put in Sharon Davis and have a look at her today. Sharon Davis today looks as fit now as she did 30 years ago.
Oh, that's the swimmer. The swimmer Sharon Davis.
Yeah, because she's a swimmer, dude. She was like an Olympic athlete.
Yeah.
Do you remember her husband, Derek Redmond? He's the guy that was doing the Olympic Games, and he bust his hamstring, and the video went viral a few years ago.
So man helped him, didn't he?
Yeah.
How old is Sharon Davis by any chance?
Probably in her 60s now.
No way.
She's not into men cosplaying in women's sports. She's really not into that.
Yeah,
she's very vocal about it. I have to rate it for that.
Yeah, she's really put herself out there.
Yeah,
for that one.
Can't fault her, can you? You know what I mean?
But
Dude, she's an Olympic.
Right. She's absolutely right in what she's saying, though. That's the maddest thing.
Of course
like,
she is.
I don't see how anyone could. She's an Olympian. Like, who are you gonna fucking listen to?
It's not just her, dude. People like Martina Navratilova came out complaining about men in tennis, essentially men in women's tennis years ago.
Martina's gay. Imagine that. So a gay
Yes,
person coming out.
she's lesbian. She's been a lesbian. She's been one of the oldest sports people lesbian in years.
She's been ousted by the community over it. Her and Sharon Davis have been like the forefront of trying to protect women from men in cosplay.
That's because they're actual sports people. They know what the shit goes on.
Yo, Banksy, pull up a picture of Fatima Whitbread, the javelin.
God,
look at what, like, that's a woman, and imagine if that was like a trans. That's woof, Maron.
I'm not even sure how to spell her fucking name. Oh, there you go. Fucking hell, dude. I mean, that would be considered trans.
I know.
Fucking hell. That's a
You know what I'm
fucking, that is a not a that's a lot of roids, man. You can see the roids. She
Look at
took
those shoulders.
roids.
Look at those shoulders. Look like
It's
Big Mike.
it's not
Looks
the
like Big
shoulders.
Mike.
It's not the shoulders. Look at the cheekbones. Look at the
Yeah.
face. That's a male face because the steroids, man. She was on. I guarantee you, she was roiding it up like crazy
No,
back then.
she admitted to it. She admitted to it.
Oh, she did. She was roiding.
Yeah. So if you look at a picture of recent, that's her now. Look at that.
Yeah,
That's
you can
a
still
fridge
see.
freezer, mate.
You
That's
can
a
see
fucking
that
geezer. Look,
that
does that look
male
like a bird to you?
pattern. I mean, she may not be a man, but she took
Bro,
steroids, and
a
that's.
fucking geezer. What are you talking about? Look at it.
Are you serious? You think she was actually a man?
No, but she looks like one now.
No,
doesn't
but she
Look.
took. Yeah, it's the steroids. All these female bodybuilders. You look at their faces; they look like men. That's what the steroids does.
To be fair, her shoulders are carved down. She doesn't look like Big Mike anymore.
Look at the size of
Yeah,
that
'cause
traps
she's
under that shirt, dude. She still
Yeah,
has
but
the
she-
fucking traps.
No, but she's off the juice. She's off the juice.
Yeah, look
and
at
she-
her.
oh,
Now she looks like Big Mike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's juiced up, man. She is juiced up. That's how a woman is supposed to look like.
There you go.
That's not how a woman is supposed to look. That's a fucking juiced up woman. She's fucking roided out of her skull. Beating.
But I'm sure. Hold on, wait. Isn't that your compatriot?
How old is
Isn't
Sharon
she from
Davis there?
Iran or something?
I think Sharon Davis is like 55 in that swimming outfit there.
Maybe. Sorry, Buddha. What were you saying?
Isn't she from Iran or something?
Ooh, Fatima Whitbread.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't.
I think she was fostered or something. I think she was in care with Daley Thompson, if I'm not mistaken.
This is her in the jungle, apparently.
All right, bro,
Look at the
enough.
traps. Look at the
Enough.
upper. I'm telling you.
That's
Por
Bigfoot.
favor, please,
me.
enough, basta.
No, but what I'm saying is she still has the upper body like strength still in there. You know what I mean? Even though her body is fallen apart a little bit,
She's got the
but
big
those
Mike
traps, the shoulder muscles are still up there, man. The biceps. I think she's still roiding up a little bit. I don't think those are natural.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like instead of Mike Tyson fighting fucking Jake Paul, she go 10 rounds and fucking.
She could. I think she could hold her own. Look at this. Look at this. This is a woman, quote
That's
unquote.
terrifying.
Holy shit.
That's what nightmares are made out of.
I know men that are more attractive. I'm sorry. I have to stop. She's a brave and beautiful woman, and she's an
Those
Olympian.
shoulders. Watch out for those shoulders.
That's what I mean. She still has it. She still has those shoulders.
I know.
She still, after all these years, she still has that upper body. It's it's sustained. That upper body is still there. She's still. I mean, obviously, she must work out. I don't think she's like stopped completely working out, but she's still got that fucking traps and shoulders.
Smash or pass?
Oh, dude, I don't think I could. I don't know. I mean, I'm not
No
sure how
way,
many
man.
bottles of vodka I'd have to drink.
You'd need fucking strychnine. You'd need strychnine or something. Fuck that vodka. But,
How much would it cost?
Let's
Listen,
get
if you
Sharon
look at-
Davis back.
Look at this.
Let's get Sharon Davis back.
Look at this. Holy fucking God.
That's Hulk.
That's roid rage straight up. I mean, if she was green, yes, she'd be Hulk. Fucking hell. They should have got her to play She-Hulk.
But imagine this. If you look at someone like Gina Carano, who's a world champion, martial artist, kickboxer, mixed martial artist, she still maintains her femininity. Do you get me?
Okay, chaps, let's change it a little bit. There's that basketball player in America from the the women's side, called Griner.
Whitney Griner. Is it Whitney Griner? Brittany.
Brittany, that's it. Put her name in there, right? She is a bloke. 100%.
Yeah, she actually wants to be called Pop by her woman she had a baby with recently.
She had a baby. I thought she was a lesbian.
So what it is? There's
She goes
footage-
topless.
There's footage of him, right? In a
Of
swimming
him?
pool, in a swimming pool with no breasts, but all the same tattoos. And
Okay,
she's got
so
very
she might have had a
distinctive
mastectomy.
tattoos.
You don't know, like just because she ain't got breasts, don't make she
No,
ain't a
no,
woman.
no, no,
That's his wife. That's her wife.
There's no claim of that. There's no claim of that. He's 6'10".
Okay, let's just pull up her profile on Wikipedia or something.
Okay,
Oh,
and then do me a
God.
favor. Do me a favor, Banks. Go on to Twitter and just put in the name, and I'm sure it'll come straight up anyway. Just put the name.
Dude, I'm not gonna. I can't do Twitter. You know, Twitter screws up with my YouTube. Twitter is like death nail to my YouTube shit. I can't do it. Every time I go to Twitter, that video gets fucked on YouTube.
Okay, well, see if you can do it on YouTube. It might be on YouTube. It'll be a video on YouTube, like a 2-minute video, hopefully.
What,
Yeah, I mean,
Brittany Griner
Wikipedia-
without any breasts? No, she doesn't have any breasts. You can see even in these photos.
She goes topless on her Instagram.
Okay, but what does it say about her? Was she born a man, a male, or what?
No, I don't think it
That's not. I mean, they're going to say a woman, aren't they?
Born October 18th,
Okay, so until
1990,
you can-
is an
until you
American
can feel
professional
different,
basketball
call her a
player
woman.
Okay. So if I get it, will you
of
be
the
able
women's
to-
national basketball.
If I get the Twitter clip, will you be able to put it on here or not, or is it'll fuck it up?
I mean, is it just her in a like a swimming gear?
Well,
Like
there'll be
that.
a video. There should be a video, like a 30
You're going on that.
video.
There's no women with flat breasts. Come on, man, stop that.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of women with no chest. Man.
Well,
I don't think that's a slam dunk.
The one weird thing is
Pardon
she's
the pun,
6'9"
but yeah.
and she can't dunk. Men would be able to dunk.
Are you kidding me? She can't dunk at 6'9".
She basically does like alley oops, kind of.
Damn. What the hell? What's the point?
I know.
If you're 6'9" and you can't dunk, what the
They just started charging ridiculous prices for women NBA recently. $5,000 to sit like to watch the players and stuff. It's like nobody's ever watched it. It's been around for 30 years, and all of a sudden women started watching it now because like a bunch of like I guess lesbians are into it. Hey, Chaotic Truth's here. Hey, what's up, CT?
There you go. I got it.
Oh, big up, CT.
I got it.
That's the men we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, this is the guy we were talking about. His channel is insane. He is the N-word whisperer. He is our Lord and Savior.
Come on the battle, CT.
I've got the clip. It's in the back chat.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let me.
I have a clip of the Brazilian MMA lady getting kissed by a dude before her fight. That was a good one.
Oh yes, yeah, that big one.
Yes.
Big one.
Gabriella.
Oh, she was like, "Oh, that's not right. That's not right."
She chased him around the ring. It was hilarious.
I'm surprised
Like-
she didn't. Were they supposed to be fighting each other then?
They did fight. He actually made her tap out by choking her out. But the second round,
No, damn.
he kissed her during the weigh-in, and that was the best. She started chasing him.
Yeah, I saw that one. Let me. Okay, sorry. You said almost back chat. Let me get to the back chat here. Oh shit! Let's see what. Always fuck me. You know that, right? Based. You always fuck me. She's not wearing a top. I can't. No, wait.
What do you mean?
She's not wearing a top.
That's because she's a man.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really go further in with this because YouTube could be pissy about this.
Okay, do yourself a favor. Just have a look at those tattoos, right? And if you look at a frontal shot, do it privately. You'll see specific tattoos on the front, and then go to Wikipedia and then see if you can see the tattoos on Wikipedia. You'll see exactly the same tattoos in exactly the same places. And by the way, the body's covered in tattoos, so it literally is like a major birthmarks.
Oh, where's the MMA?
I'll find
If
it.
anyone finds that MMA one, let me know.
I have it here. I'll get the link for you. Right
So the point I'm trying to make, Base, right? I find it highly offensive. Yeah. You're saying that she's a man. I'm saying to you, she may
Try
look
that.
like a man, but she's not a man. She's a woman. Now you're not making that distinction. I don't know if you've got like some conspiracy theorist brain, and you're saying that, you know what? Yeah, the Earth is flat, and that's a man. Like if that's what you're saying, then fair enough.
Well,
I just can't believe. I mean, he's. Oh my.
I mean,
God.
for example, if Banksy, if you watch the video privately, is in your opinion, what would you say that is if you didn't know?
But the point is, we do know, and you're refusing to acknowledge that. That's what's a bit fucked up.
Well, you're not even you haven't even watched the video, especially in the back chat, and you're just making a big thing.
Quite a bit of a
Watch the video.
monstrous woman, this one though.
It's China
I'm amazed.
2.0.
I'm amazed that the guy managed to tap her out. That's incredible because she does come across as somewhat of a, one of those like people who suffers from some kind of like giantism.
Remember China from wrestling?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've got to see that. Is that fight available online or? Oh damn! Here, because Fatima whipper it again.
Yeah, it's on there. It's only like a couple. It's like 2 rounds, and she gave up.
Oh, you got Fatima as your wallpaper now. What the fuck's going on, Banksy, bro? Like,
it's just
stay on Sharon there.
Yeah. Let's just stay on Sharon. I mean, dude, she's very beautiful.
I think those photos were taken when she was like 50 or 55.
No way.
Yeah.
No freaking way.
Open up the picture, the information on those photos. I bet when it says visit, go to visit, and they'll say she's 50.
You see, the thing is, like, I don't find blonde ladies attractive, but I can appreciate she's a pretty lady. Like,
I mean, she's very fit. I mean, swimmers. That's why everybody wants a swimmer's body.
I think even when she was in Gladiators, weren't she? I think she was quite an attractive lady.
Oh yes, that's right. She was in Gladiator.
She's in the 0.5% of women. She's like 6'6". She's plus 6 foot. Well, she's 6'2", 6'3". She looks unbelievable. I don't know what her age is now, but she'll be 60 or something.
Oh, she's 60 something now. Yeah, this is when she was in the Gladiators.
She's in that top percentage because she's very tall, she's super fit, and every time I see her on telly, she speaks sense. So she looks like she'd be all right.
Yeah, she's based. Oh, I remember this era of Gladiators. Oh man, that was awesome back then. Is that thing still going? I haven't
American Gladiators? No,
not even the American. Well, this was the British one, but
yeah, apparently they rebooted it. So
yeah. Look at this. Look at this. This was when she was on Gladiators, and then afterwards, when she wasn't even on, like years later, still freaking kept. I mean, it's incredible how she kept her figure and kept herself fit. It's amazing. Yeah, but I mean,
yeah, that's right. They stopped it, and for 10 years later, they brought it back, didn't they? It was like started in like in the 90s or the 80s or something. Well, it started in the 20s or 90s.
This was Amazon, or her name was Amazon back then in that show. This is the Gladiators I actually remember with Wolf and all that.
Yeah, I think it ran for about 10 years, then went down for 10 years, then it came back for a season or two, and it never works out in the end. But look how fit she looked on the return.
Yeah, this was the era where they had like Jet, Wolf, Cobra. This little guy here was Cobra. This guy Shadow. Oh my God, that was a monster. That man.
Yeah. No, but literally Banksy. Put in a picture of Shadow recently and see what he's looking. He's a crackhead. I used to know.
Are you kidding me?
No, look. Just type in Shadow Gladiator prison, and you'll see what he looks like now. And I can't say too much, but I used to know a few of these gladiators personally.
Oh shit!
Oh my God!
Holy crap!
His real name Kingston. What's his name? Real name Kingston something.
It says Shadow Jefferson King.
Jefferson King. That's it.
Jefferson King. That's a shame. Man. This man was a monster. One time he beat someone so hard with those pugilistic things, the foam came off. The foam came off. He hit him so hard.
Put it this way, you see how big he is, yeah?
Yeah.
Anyway, see how big he is. I know somebody he got kind of rude to, gave him a backhander, like bitch slapped him.
No way.
Not even punched him, bitch slapped him.
Damn.
He was heavy on the coke, bad.
Yeah. I mean, he was definitely doing roids. I mean, there's no way you get those veins. Those veins are just purely out of roid, man. You don't get those veins naturally.
So Banksy, the thing is, right? I've never really been attracted to blonde ladies, but there's one or two that I really found drop dead gorgeous. And put in Jerry Ryan. Let's see what base Welshman thinks of Jerry Ryan.
Elizabeth Hurley's holding up well also.
Put in Jerry Ryan 7 of 9. See what base.
Oh, thinks. Dude, 7 of 9. She's my girl. I love 7 of 9. She was gorgeous back in the day.
I don't know,
To be honest, that was the only reason I watched Voyager. Voyager wasn't exactly my cup of tea. I preferred Next Generation.
The grey silver cat suit. If
Oh,
you
that one there.
can.
The
grey
grey.
silver.
This one.
I recognize it.
This one.
Praise
shit,
the Lord.
folks. God, she was gorgeous. You know, she's in a movie called Dracula 2000. It's a terrible movie, but you get to see her breastises.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, check that movie out if you guys are interested in Jerry in a much more risque outfit than this one.
The funny thing is, you might find it on YouTube, and someone might have it, and then someone will timestamp it, like Bristol's exposed.
Bristol, I swear,
and they'll timestamp it. And it'll be a
Dracula
blue
2000. It's
and there'll be all people replying saying, "Men of culture, all coming together."
You know, she's actually in the last season of Picard. She's actually in there, and she's like, she still looks beautiful. She still looks beautiful for an older lady.
The other one was the one from Steps. What was her name? Heather? No.
Oh, yeah.
I think I know. Okay, let's replace Fatima here because Fatima is giving me some kind of mental.
The one with the dreadlocks,
issues.
basically.
Steps. H.
Stop putting Fatima up.
No. H was the bloke, so definitely not that one.
No, Heather's like Sunday League. You know, it's no Sharon Davis.
You're talking about this blonde one down here, or which blonde one?
The blonde one in the center.
Yeah, the one with
Sunday League, mate. Sunday League.
She had like the dreadlocks.
She used to have.
She had like blonde dreadlocks. We used to call her Goldilocks.
Oh, Chaotic. Hello, Mr. Chaotic. Hold on, Chaotic. Don't celebrate too quickly. Wait. For you,
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm.
I got the razor to your face, and I ain't talking about Motorola.
Hey, CT.
Yeah, how you guys doing? I can't read the English accent. Guys, what's up?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, guys.
Yes, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, guys, if you don't know Chaotic Truth, this is Chaotic Truth, the man, the myth, the legend. This is the man that we all are addicted to his channel. We can't seem to go anywhere because this man just runs the best show. He really does. You should check it out.
Yes, Jerry Ryan. I believe Jerry Ryan saved Voyager. Voyager was always a unique Star Trek anyway because it was in the Delta Quadrant. They were lost in the Delta Quadrant by the I can't remember the first episode, but
it was
Caretaker.
The Caretaker.
Yeah, the Caretaker flew them 70,000 light years, and Voyager was never really at the time a true Trek, even though it should have been because that's the whole purpose of exploration. But because it was outside of the Federation, we were getting used to, I guess, this idea of seeing, I guess a Trek that had, they couldn't contact the Federation. So they really had to implement the whole idea of Gene Roddenberry's original vision of who to contact, who not to contact, et cetera, et cetera. And I thought it was really good. But then, after about 3 years, it kind of got boring. And B'Elanna Torres, she was cute, but, they brought in Jerry Ryan. And I think Jerry Ryan actually saved the series, to be honest with you. She was super fucking hot back in the day. She was super hot.
No, you're right.
I jerked up to her many times, man, when I was a kid.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Picard and Janeway are my favorite captains. I feel like Janeway would kick ass. She didn't take no prisoners, man. That's what I loved about her still.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, and I agree with you, man. And I think Jerry Ryan saved the show. She was super hot back in the day. She's always been fugly to me. I never thought she was a super hot woman, but I mean, she's always been, very nice. Her daughter is beautiful. Her daughter's like 20, 21 years old now.
Nice.
But yeah,
I met her daughter at a convention, funny enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hope Jerry Ryan picks up from Picard and does her own show with Titan. You know, she's still young enough to do it, but I hope they give Jerry Ryan her own show.
Her own show.
Yeah, where she
Yeah,
can.
I think LeVar Burton's daughter is, and what's his name, Will Wheaton. I feel like they're going to do a spin-off somehow.
Will Wheaton he's always been an underperformer to me. Like, I never thought that. Yeah.
He had some good moments in The Big Bang Theory, but that was about it.
MIB was good.
Yeah. I think I really believe that Jerry Ryan will save the original essence of it. Hopefully, they do Picard for season 4 to carry, and then like they'll do like a Titan or whatever. So, other than that, though, Discovery was trash. I hated Discovery.
Never seen it.
I'm sorry.
I never watched a single episode. It was the minute they showed me the Klingons, I was like, "F this, fuck this show." The show just ruined Star Trek for me.
But you know, her feast,
what was her name? JoJo. She was fucking hardcore, man. Come on, like she was holding it up still.
But you know, her feast though. One thing I will say about Star Trek, which they haven't done really good, is that remember the Klingons are a very diverse group of people, and it's never really explored. Remember in the original series, because of the augment gene, I guess they all turned to look like human beings. And then you got to think about Klingons from other different colonies. They may all look different. So we are only seeing like the TNG and DS9 Klingons. Like that's what we are used to. But
Wolf, man. Wolf's my man.
Right, but Strange New World, if you say you didn't watch it, Strange New Worlds shows you the TNG in the movie and the DS9 style Klingons.
Yes. I've seen Strange New Worlds, although I haven't finished those seasons. But it's Discovery that I never started watching. I just never watched it.
I hate Discovery so bad.
Like you're saying that Wolf's your man, yeah. Like, imagine a threesome with the Jurassic sisters. That will be a night you would never ever in your life forget.
Can we use the F word over here, Hafiz?
Yeah. It's all right.
I wanted to fuck the younger sister so bad when I was a kid. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No way. No, even with those fucked up teeth.
Yeah,
you've seen those teeth, right?
Yeah.
You've seen them teeth.
It was something about that shit when I was a kid growing up. Yeah, I wanted to fuck them. Well, the younger sister, of course. Yeah,
I mean, I've never been partial to the Klingons, although the one that Wolf had a baby with, the Wolf had a kid with her.
She was a half breed,
she was
No, Banksy, listen, be real, man. You had
Alexander's mother.
Yeah, the thing for the Ferengis, man. That's your turn.
Yeah, the Ferengi women.
Ooh.
Though, I mean, for me, when it comes to TNG, obviously Deanna Troi.
Yeah.
Even occasionally, I could have a moment with Crusher, but
Crusher over Deanna any day, man.
No way, really?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
Interesting. And how about
Gates McFadden? That's Crusher's real name. Her real name. She looks good now for old broad. She's pushing 70.
No, she's lost her cheek. But listen, the thing is, there's a book called by Picard called "Make It So," I think it's called.
Yeah.
And I've got an audio book. It's a fascinating book, man. Really good book. He done a thing with Vash. Remember Vash, the girl? She was really pretty, actually. Got good taste. She was like the explorer, come thief type thing. Archaeologist type thief, very pretty girl, and in real life, them two end up doing a thing. He end up leaving his wife for her and all sorts of shit. So it's the things that go on behind cameras, eh?
Yeah, man. Actually, here's one that, although extremely hot, didn't get as much credit, I think, that she deserved. Sorry, let me just solo her out. This was Star Trek Enterprise. Oh shit! What am I doing? Got the wrong screen. Oh.
I've never watched an episode of Enterprise. I can't stand that guy. The fucking captain.
No way. Really?
One of them faces you want to slap. I don't know why.
Yeah, T'Pol.
Yeah.
She was always attractive to me.
She was hot. She was hot for sure.
Yeah.
I actually Googled the Star Trek's hottest women.
yeah. Well, I mean, the women from the women from the '60s will always be like, to me, the prettiest women. I think back in the day, women were always cute. But I'll tell you this though, Tasha Yar's character, what's her name? Crosby. Jesus Christ. What's her real name? I know her last name is Crosby.
Yeah, she's Bing Crosby's granddaughter.
Yeah.
Was
when she was real young, she beat. I think, in my opinion, she's like number 1 or number 2. Yeah, I can't think of her damn name. Yeah,
She's the one you sent out to get the Rizzler. Fuck that.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, you're right. In the original series, they did actually. But the thing is, those were eye candy. They were put there as eye candy.
Denise Crosby. That's her name. Denise Crosby.
So imagine this. You know, Gene Roddenberry actually married Miguel. Is her name? Majel
in America. Majel.
So he married Majel, and she was like the first officer in the original Cage series.
Yeah.
And she went on to become. She was Deanna's mum in the Next Generation. She was also the voice of the computer.
Yep,
the computer.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
In my top 5 would be Denise Crosby, number 1. Number 2 is Nichelle Nichols. Oh, I think she's so fucking hot, man.
Nice.
Nichelle Nichols is number 2. Jadzia Dax. I forgot her name. The one who played Jadzia.
Dax, number 1. Come on, bro. 100%.
Yeah. Number
4. She's in this one. She's here.
Over 7 over all of them.
Oh yeah. Number 4 to me, and believe it or not, number 4 to me is
Whoopi.
No, not
Whoopi.
I like Guinan. No, don't get me wrong. I love Guinan's character, but number 4 to me will probably be, and I gotta say this, will be the woman who played I can't think of her name. Right here, she's right in front of. No, not Whoopi. No. Deanna Troy's character when she was young. I can't think of her real name.
Deanna Troy.
Yeah, Martina Sirtis. Yeah, number 4. Yeah, number 4. And number 5 actually will be Denise Crosby's sister, who's at the bottom right here.
Which one?
The one in the middle. That's I think that's Crosby's sister.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true, you know. Is that true?
I don't know.
I think that's your sister. Yeah. See, no, wait a minute. What's her name again? I can't think of her damn name. She was so hot back in the day.
Type in Star Trek Next Generation. No, just type STG Vosh.
STG Vosh.
Yeah. STNG. Sorry, STNG.
That was her sister. Her sister in the show. Yeah.
This one.
Click on that. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the one that Patrick Stewart had an affair with.
Yeah, in the series. Yeah. This is actually that look, there's an image of that.
In real life.
Oh, in real life he did.
Yeah.
Oh, that sly little bastard.
Oh wow.
Because he was married.
Good for him.
He ended. That's what I'm saying. He ended up leaving his wife for her. Right?
Damn. I mean, she is hot though. And and funny thing is, in the episode that they were together, he was having an affair. Or he was like, he was playing hide the sausage with her.
So the story goes, when she came in to do the part for this episode, he saw her in the makeup. She's like getting her hair done and makeup done, and they hit it off from there. Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, she's hot. She's gorgeous.
Very attractive lady.
I don't blame him. I don't blame Mr. Picard. Make it so, number 1. Let's see. Let's get between the sheets and see who makes it to warp 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't. But yeah, I mean, the women of Star Trek. It's
beautiful. I mean, generally, Discovery had ugly women, but all the real Star Treks had all beautiful women. I'm sorry, especially in the '60s, man. You know, there's no argument with the '60s. The '60s women.
Yeah. I mean, it's because they picked them purely for eye candy. I mean, most of them didn't even have proper parts; they were just there.
Yeah, let's be honest about it. Yeah.
And the green one. Oh, the one that Kirk nailed.
Yeah.
Which one is that one? I thought
he had sex with multiple. Yeah.
Listen, bro. When it comes to female aliens, man, the Klingons have got it. Let's be real. Come on.
Yeah.
The Klingons. There you go.
Oh, there we go, right there.
This
Look
is
at her.
this is the green one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I would
She
nail.
existed now. Dudes would like try to, bang her. Let's be honest about it. I mean,
let's
come
be
on.
honest.
Yeah, I mean, green, purple, dark
nobody's
black.
saying
As long as you have like a certain amount of facial features and thinness, of course.
Look, when it comes to men banging things, I always tell this story. A friend of my brother's went to the Navy, joined the British Navy, and there was a famous story in the British Navy that most naval men, there's two things that they do when they're out in the sea with no women around. There's one where they shove a bunch of liver in a jar and then they fuck the jar, and then there's also blowfish. Apparently, blowfish is a very commonly used masturbatory fish.
They fuck.
You know another one, Banksy. You know what the saying, opening a can of worms. That's exactly what they used to do.
They used to open a can of worms and then fuck the can.
And fuck the can, yeah.
Yeah. So you see, so based on these stories that I know of men, there isn't a woman on this planet or any other planet that a man wouldn't fuck, because they will fuck a jar of liver.
No kidding.
So yeah, green women, they're all good.
Purple,
purple, Klingon, Ferengi. I bet you there are men out there who will bang a Ferengi. In fact, you know that Ferengi in the DS9. I forgot his name. Quark or whatever.
Yeah,
Quark. Yeah. He had a mother. I know. Yeah. I guarantee you there are men out there who cracked one out to that.
I think her name was Ishka.
Yes. Yeah. Let me see if I can find.
I mean, the Grand Negus was banging her. I mean, she must.
Get the fuck out.
The Grand Negus was
crazy.
Yeah, the Grand Negus was banging her. It was the reason why.
I wouldn't trust my dog around you, motherfucker.
I think he was more attracted to her, like her business instinct.
Yeah, crazy.
Old woman.
Now, the Darbo girl from DS9.
You're talking about Chase Masterson. Oh, Chase Masterson was super hot back in the day too.
I bet you there are men out there who've cracked one out to that. I guarantee there are men out there who've cracked one out.
My friends, like that'd be
hard.
There's men out there that have
Hey, please look up Chase Masterson. She's one of the Dabo girls from DS9. Chase Masterson. She was super hot when she was younger. She's a big woman now. She's like 63. But Chase Masterson was super hot when she was young. Oh yeah, right here. Now this is her when she's fat. You got to go back to the 90s when she was real. Right here. Oh my God, didn't happen. That redhead. Yeah. I beat off to her many times, man. When I was
yeah. I mean, this is easy. This is an easy beat.
Yeah.
But how about this one? How about this one? This is going to be more of a challenging one. This one, you're really going to have to just take a couple of shots of tequila, put a butt plug in, and then just see what you can do.
Yeah, well, Ferengi women, they walk around naked too, though. You know that, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's right. The women are not even allowed to have clothes in the Ferengi.
There were some more hot Ferengi. I mean, Star Trek women. So pretty much all of them were hot. I've always thought Nana Visitor was a hot woman too. She always had the short hair.
Kira Nerys.
Yeah, Kira Nerys. Nana Visitor. Yeah.
No.
You don't think so? You don't think so? Really?
No.
Really? She's cute now as an old woman.
Jadzia wiped the floor with all of them, man.
Oh, Jadzia.
Jadzia, of course, was already attractive. I mean, she's always been attractive. She's nice looking now as an old woman. She's like 63 now, but yeah.
Seriously. She's 63 now. The girl who played Jadzia.
Her name is. I think her name is Terrell Farrell or Terry Farrell, something like that.
Terry Farrell. I think she's married to Leonard Nimoy's grandson, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she's super nice looking now. Yeah, she was in.
Type in husband, Banksy. I'm sure it's Leonard Nimoy's.
It's Terry Morell.
Really?
Terry Farrell.
That's that but yeah.
Do you know they made that there was an episode of The Big Bang Theory where there's like they make a thing about Spock and Sheldon. They make like that's him there, yeah, that's him. Yeah, there's an episode and he's the producer. He's actually on The Big Bang Theory. That's him.
Oh, so he's one of the producers on The Big Bang
Theory? No. So they made an episode where they were making a mockumentary within the episode of Spock And he played himself as the producer of this mockumentary of Spock, and they were interviewing Sheldon. But it turns out, in actual fact, he did do I don't know if it was his granddad or his dad, I can't remember, but he did actually do a documentary.
Interesting.
Well, hey, Hafiz, I gotta roll up out of here, man. And
no worries, man. Thanks for coming.
No problem, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Let us. Go on.
What happened?
I wanted to say to
Live
CT,
long and prosper.
would you be able to come onto my channel sometimes in Barnabas's when we do the streams?
Yeah, just email me, man. Just let me know when you guys are doing
Okay.
it. If I'm available,
Great.
yeah,
I
man.
missed you, man.
I miss you too, man.
So, my friend, sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was your name again?
Chaotic Truth.
What? Chaos? What?
Chaotic Truth.
Yes.
Chaotic Truth. So, can you send him the link for G Block, Banksy?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, guys, Deanna Troy, Marina Sirtis, she aged horribly the older she got.
Yeah. I mean, you see her in Picard.
She's a Tottenham supporter. What'd you expect?
Yeah. Well,
She's
I mean,
a Tottenham supporter.
Yeah, if we didn't know who she was, we'd be like, "Ugh, who's that old woman?" Ugh. But other than that, man, most women in Star Trek age, like even like Nichelle Nichols, the black woman, you know, she died a couple of years ago. She aged pretty good up until like her advanced ages. But yeah. Other than that, guys, a face salute to you, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Salute, sir. Thank you for coming. Thank you for jumping on.
Have a great day,
Peace.
CT.
Laters. Peace. All right. That was Buddha. Seriously, check out Chaotic Truth and his channel. In fact, I'll find it and I'll post it in the side.
But I feel like the way you've described me, I feel like he should have a conversation in the G Block. I think it'd be very interesting.
Well, I mean, the thing is, one thing I will say, because we have a time zone difference, I don't know whether because he normally does a show, he's doing his show whilst like G Block and all the others are actually still going.
What's the name of his channel? I'll sub to
I'm going to post it for you and you can check it out. But I will say you may find it to be challenging to listen to some of the stuff. Well, no, from a black person's perspective, especially Buddha, from your coming from G Block, you're going to find that he is not accommodating to some of the narratives about racism and racial inequality and all of that stuff. He's you're gonna find it challenging. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
No, he's gonna find me challenging. There's a difference. Like,
well, yeah, there may be it might actually be quite interesting if you can push back and see how that goes.
Listen, there's a, let me tell you something. Are you familiar with the 42 Laws of Power?
Yes, Robert Greene.
Okay, so imagine there's an individual that was attempting to troll me on G Block, and
was it?
And he came on, and he's like, "Listen, do you know what? I'll have to tell you some other time." But I used the 42 Laws of Power and threw him out and made him look stupid, like you wouldn't believe. For example, he's got an issue with white people, yeah. So I goes to him like, he was there having a conversation with Wendy. I goes, "Oh, it's interesting how you speak to the white person. You're rude to me as a black person, but you speak to the white person who's a racist. You speak to them quite nicely." And he started, "Oh, you white cracker this and you white cracker that." Like just he was so easy to manipulate and draw out. It was just like
interesting. But that's a Chaotic's channel is very addictive. It's like
just, what interests it about you then? What do you find interesting about it?
Oh no, it's just I mean, for me, it's the topics that he discusses, and you know, if I don't jump on there that often anymore because sometimes it's a very American heavy sort of topics, or a Black American, if African American heavy topics, which I can't really get involved in because I'm not, you know, it's hard for me to sort of be involved in that because it's not really my world. It's not the soup I swim in. So sometimes those topics I don't really participate in, but there are lots of other. Obviously, he's a Trump supporter. He talks about conservative politics. So
he identifies as white.
He identifies as white sometimes, yeah.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, no. But imagine this. Look, I'm not a Trump supporter, but in this scenario, I have to use my logic and say, listen, who's the best candidate? Trump is the best candidate. You understand? Even though I can't fucking stand the guy, but
and this
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You've got to get past this emotional thing. Oh, he's this and he's that. I don't like the person. What's the greater glory? Do you know what I'm saying? That's where people, I feel like a lot of people fall down. They're so consumed by their hatred or their feelings or their emotions towards somebody. They can't look past that and look at the greater glory, what the end results can be. And that's a failure, in my opinion, in people's psychology.
Well, this is. So go on, Omar.
I was say Buddha's more right than he realizes. Like, I've actually been talking to a lot of, like, I guess they would be Kamala Harris, like, I guess voters and stuff. And like, I was friends with them before, like, the election with the last stuff. And they have started, like, getting into this real rage and hate mode where they basically will ignore all the accomplishments of, like, the past president and just focus on the fact that, like, the one argument the person gave me was Kamala Harris went to college. And that was the only positive thing she could say about the whole thing when we were having, like, discussions. And I'm like, wow, I'm like, you're in your 50s and that's the only thing that you got. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you should really not vote, and like, you should just like remove yourself from like any voting, because it's just like I'm talking to like a mongoloid here. It felt like.
What's the other girl? There's another lady I quite like. Her name's something Cassio.
Oh. Tulsi Gabbard, maybe.
Tulsi Gabbard.
No, something Gomez Cassio. There was a video.
AOC.
Ocasio-Cortez. Alexander Ocasio-Cortez. You like her?
I quite like her.
She's
you know
hot.
What? Not so much hot, but I feel like she's got a combination of hotness and intelligence. Like
big booty Latina.
Check this out, right? So there was what drew my attention to her was this. There was a video of her dancing on a rooftop back in the day when she was in college, and somebody tried to mock her and say, "Look at her," and She just made another video in present day and done a little dance and smiled at the camera and winked and walked into our office. And I think that was gangster. I feel like that was proper gangster. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that shows like you're not gonna fucking try and spin it, or it is what it is. What, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
I got a really a good image of AOC if you want to see it. They got her. She was actually associated with a Chinese spy.
Oh really?
No.
New York City Police Department. Yes, she was. Here, I'll show you a picture. I could pull it up on my computer right now.
Was it actually her or some AI?
Oh yeah, you'll see it. I'll show you right now. I'm sharing screen. Let's see. Where's my screen? There we go. Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
There's her, and there's the Chinese spy.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And he was a military marine. Make it larger. Hold on a second. Let me see if I could actually.
It's like I can't see. Actually, can I make this larger? Yeah, I can. Hold on.
See if you can zoom in.
All right, which one's her?
That's her right there.
She's in the middle. She's right in the middle.
Oh, she's in the middle. And what is?
You can't miss her teeth. Those massive overbites.
He's a Chinese spy right next to her. That guy. He's an NYPD officer.
What is this event? It's
This is some sort of. Let's see. It's,
NATO. Is it NATO?
Tibetan New Year's Eve. He was actually there to prevent the Tibetans from actually getting some sort of like thing. So he was actually a spy for China to stop like the Tibetan stuff and the Mongolian stuff from happening in New York City.
So what's her association with him?
Oh, she was actually like they just show her basically being like friendly with the cop. Actually, he was a military marine also that turned out to be a spy
for China.
So what? Let me get this right. So she was sitting next to somebody in an event and was friendly towards them, and that's what's the problem with that?
Well, that's like her security.
Oh, he was her security,
pretty much.
So I can show you pictures of Donald Trump standing with a mafioso. Does that make him like?
Oh well, he was it with the mafia. So I mean, like that, he doesn't really like deny stuff like that.
He was never with the mafia. But if you type in Skinny Joey Donald Trump photo, you'll see this is the Philadelphia alleged mafia boss, not like a mafia associate, but the boss of the Philadelphia mafia. So, and this was only like a few months ago even. So, photos in this day and age means nothing. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, our news person, actually, our news lady, Rosanna Scotto, her father was actually a made man in the Gambino crime associates that ran Brooklyn. So she's our Fox 5 news reporter. So, I mean, they're all mafia. Rosanna Scotto? Rosanna Scotto?
Scotto?
Yeah, Fox 5. Her father was a made man.
What was her dad's name?
Oh, I'll look it up. Rosanna Scotto in the Gambino Association.
Scarfo. If it was Scarfo.
Scotto.
Never heard of the Scarto in the Gambino associate. You say made guy.
Her father was a made man in the Gambino Association.
Oh, never heard of that. Never heard of that.
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Because I know Nicky Scarfo, Nicodemus Scarfo was Philly. Yeah, no, I don't know. But listen, do you want to see a really good book? Do you read books, Banksy?
Yes, sometimes. I mostly actually take long drives and listen to audiobooks, like 10-hour audiobooks.
All right, so there's a book called Mob Cops. It's the wildest. Yeah, it's the wildest fucking story you've ever heard. It's
Really?
true story.
It's true story.
True
Damn.
story. Yeah.
Do you have a link, or shall I just Google it? Mob?
Do you use? Yeah, it's. Do you use audiobook?
Audible.
Audible.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. What's it
Let
called?
me get the
Mob Cops.
Yeah. Oh, let me get the name of the book.
Mafia Cops. Mafia Cop.
There's the Wikipedia from Rosanna Scotto's father, Anthony Scotto.
Oh, you got it on in the back end?
Yeah. He's a mobster union racketeer.
Damn, Anthony Scotto. Shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with her.
Damn. No shit.
Yo, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you. You're with us. You're with us.
Yeah, so it's Mob Cops with an S.
Yeah, I found it. Mob Cops. Well, I've got Mafia Cops. Sorry, not Mob.
That's his actual book, but it's not available in audiobook. It's only available in print.
All right. I've seen it. I see the Amazon.
Right, yeah. So that's
Mob
the one there.
Cops.
See that one there?
Greg. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, so that's available on
Greg B. Smith.
Audible.
I'll check it out.
It's a deep book, bro. It's even deeper because it's a true story.
And Mob is actually controlling the post office in America also. I worked for the post office, and I met the union reps, and I thought it was freaking Jimmy Hoffa's nephew.
Oh, shit. Fucking
Yeah, this is Anthony M. Scotto. May 10, 1934. Died in 2021. Shit. He lived a good life.
So Roll Down, was he part of Gambino then, or?
Was an American New York mobster and a labor union racketeer in Gambino crime family.
Does it say who his capo was?
What's that?
Capo, like his boss, like, you know, like.
Oh.
He was a capo.
He was a capo.
I think whose father was a capo.
Huh?
I think it says that his father. It says 1957. Scotto married Marion Astanio, whose father was a capo, Anthony Astanio of the Astania crime family, whatever.
Yeah, because I'd love to know whose crew was in the DeMail crew. Like, what crew was he in? Like,
I think it was
Marino's
Carlo Gambino.
uncle. Yeah, it's Alberto.
Carlo was the head of the family, and then you had the underboss, and then you had the capo regime. But if he's that old, he must have been with like fucking Neil Delacroix or one of them guys. He must have been in that crew.
There you go, broadcast journalist. That's Rosa. There you go. That's the girl, huh? Yep. That's our little mafioso journalist. Madness, Rosanna Scotto.
You see that book I'm telling you about? One of the guys, his name's what's his name now? Lou Eppolito, and his daughter is a fucking a wedding planner. You can't imagine, like she's actually on YouTube giving wedding advice. Like, you wouldn't believe it.
Oh
You know, you heard about the chin. You know the chin, the Genovese head, Gigante. They call him the Mad Don. He used to walk around New York in a bathrobe pretending to be mad so the FBI wouldn't prosecute him. You must have heard. Have you never heard of Chin Gigante?
No. That's crazy.
So there's a TV program called Godfather of is it Brooklyn? Harlem. No, Godfather of Harlem with Forrest Whitaker. You ever seen that?
Yes, I saw. I don't remember seeing the whole thing, but I remember that with Forrest Whitaker.
So Vincent the Chin Gigante is portrayed in that TV program, and is a real life character. And the maddest thing is, they used to call him the Crazy Don because he used to check himself into nut houses. He used to walk around in a bathroom. Type it in, and you'll see him, like a picture of him. Like, it's a crazy story. Like his daughter's a psychic. Imagine that, a psychic spiritualist type.
Crazy, man, crazy. Gentlemen, it is the hour is nigh. It's nearly 2 a.m. I gotta get up relatively early tomorrow.
Well,
although
it was
it's
fun
Sunday.
talking to you, Banksy, and I hope you,
As always, my man.
have a great weekend and all that stuff. And I hope you had a lot of fun in the Philippines.
The Philippines was awesome. Thank you. Go ahead, Buddha.
Banksy, thank you very much for not giving me a clap by a load of white people. It's very generous of you. We'll speak again soon. Take it easy, and Omar.
Definitely.
Take care.
Nice meeting you,
Definitely, Omar. Definitely, Buddha. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you at the G Block, Omar. I'm sorry, Buddha, and I'll catch you at CT's or Barnabas's, Omar.
Okay, man. Have a great night, man. Have a great
Take
weekend.
care. Have
Bye.
a good one, everyone. Good night. And I am going to wrap this bad boy up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I don't really have like an ending as such on this StreamYard thing. I have this. I guess this will be my ending on this.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women. That is...
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the Banksy Style live show. Remember, I will be live usually Saturdays and Sundays from Hafiz Reflects on the streets of London, where we will try to find the madness that is going on. At the moment, I've got 2 streams that I did today. Go check them out. And like and subscribe and send the Hafiz Reflects to your friends and family. Don't send the Banksy one. Nobody needs that. But for now, have yourselves a wonderful evening and peace.